Hey, a really important concept in spirituality, and I'm talking about real spirituality that's not up in the clouds and not dealing with reality. Spirituality is hard. It's moving things that are really difficult to shift. And if you look inside yourself, some habits that you have or addictions that you have, needing to forgive certain people or certain things, you just find I don't have one bone in me that wants to forgive that person, or don't have any. Like, it seems like the most difficult thing in the whole world to overcome this addiction. That's real spirituality right there, to actually move and make gains in that area. So in real spirituality, we're talking about bringing everything that's on your path, in your path right now, onto the path of your growth, onto your spiritual path. So it doesn't have to be spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, and I'd also add for this world, financial as well. A lot of people have their head up their ass thinking that finances aren't important in this world. It's like, good luck, especially when someone you love and care for has to go to hospital. Good luck with the having the care that you need. Anyway, one thing I learned from my teacher is that someone who really understands spirituality well has a really good hold of finances. It can manifest things well. It doesn't have to necessarily be finances, but can manifest things in their life well. They can bring what's essentially in the higher self, in the conceptual mind. The higher mind can bring that into the body, make the physical body more healthy or healthier, understand why the disease or sickness that comes into the body, or the weakness comes into the body, understands what direction they need to go for their greatest development, how to overcome that obstacle that's in front of them, and actually bring that into their legs and walk it into the world and manifest it in the world. That's real spirituality right there. So we bring everything onto the path. So, and we're talking about common things. So everything can have a spiritual nature to it. Everything does. So if you find it really difficult to move in your life, you're just stuck. Your karma right now is about learning about stuckness. The higher self is learning about what it's like to be in a three-dimensional reality, where there's stuckness, where there's time limitations, where there's physical limitations. It's about learning about limitation. That very thing that you wish would just piss off. That illness, that obstacle, that thing that just won't go away. This is a perfect opportunity to learn about stuckness, how to overcome stuckness, get all the insights, especially when that stuckness won't leave. It means that there's more insights for you to gain. There's more purification to do with your patience, to do with your inability to be able to see deeper into the darkness inside yourself, into the shadow Carl Jung would talk about. It's shining light. Spirituality is shining light into the darkness, is not trying to always escape up into the light. Although that's useful if you're really stuck in the dark and you're fucking lost, finding that light again can help you shine on the things that you're finding you're sort of stuck or drowning in. I hope that makes some sense. But really, the ascension movement was huge in the 90s and the 2000s, and I met a lot of really airy fairy people, really ungrounded people in that time, and I got into that too, and it made me very ungrounded, like really ungrounded, until I met someone who knew all about that sort of stuff, but could ground it all, and I could see in his life, like, wow, what an effect that was having. Yeah, so ascension is actually about descension. It's about bringing what's up here downwards, not trying to constantly escape up there. Because in the end, you can have some spiritual experience and they're awesome. But what does it really mean in the real world? Is it really progressing you? Is it giving you more insights? Is the clairvoyance that you have becoming more clear, more grounded? Or is it just you just having experiences? That's real spirituality, is bringing that sort of stuff and giving it the legwork and the solidity that it needs for this world. Because ultimately, we're here to help change the world. That's all of us have that mission to change the world, and it's about what's in our higher mind. We all have access to the higher mind, and part of life is gaining better access to it, but more access to bring it down and walk it into the world. I hope that's useful for you.